Hello there, my name is Cassie. I go by Read and Be Crafty on Instagram, and then I come again with my second Flosstube, just kind of a monthly update, see what I've done over the past month. I finally got a job, so I'm gonna be moving out of this place. So I didn't do as much as I wanted to do, but I did some. So, um, the last Flosstube that I did the captions for it. So if you didn't turn on the captions, go back and watch it again with the captions. I spent a lot of time on the captions, and now I'm wondering, is it even worth it to put the captions on? Like actually go in and type them and do them myself. If you enjoy that, please say something about that, and I'll continue to do them. But during that video, doing the captions and everything, I saw many of my projects, finished projects that I didn't finish up, really, with like the bookmark from the Night Spirit Studio. So I did the tees, so I put the black back stitching in it. So a few of those projects I went back and finished. What else? Who else I was watching since Daybreak Stitchery has informed me, and I kind of stepped away from a few of the patterns I was thinking to do. And on Instagram, I was really influenced by Kraken Creations Kath. So Kraken Creations with a K instead of a C on creation. And she does medical anatomy embroidery, and I'm like, I want one. So I will probably get one from her. And I also found out that I have a fear of starting for some weird reason. Like, I have a few kits here ready to go, like the How Forced Embroidery one. I'm like, I can do this. It's ready to go. I have the fabric and everything, but I just don't want to start it. And then I kind of thought about it a little bit more, why I didn't want to start it, and because it's the fabric. This is the original Belfast linen. Maybe I should take it out of this. It's very natural linen. And then you got this. Looks very yellow next to it. Don't know if it's washing out or true to color, but yeah, it's close enough. You can see that this is more yellow, and I don't think I like that. So I'm considering getting different fabric for that. And that's maybe one of the fear of starting. I have a fear of starting. We'll see. But what else I was thinking, another project I was thinking of was doing Dune. So Dune has come out. I really enjoy watching Dune. So I've seen it twice now in theaters. Socially distanced, of course, but it's in theaters. And I am thinking I want to do a classic sampler shock, but the classic sampler with the quote, "Bless the maker." Like, let me read out the quote. Bless the maker and all his water. Bless the coming and going of him. May his passing cleanse the world. May he keep the world for his people. I really enjoyed that quote. It's better than the fears and mind color. That's too common. I was thinking like taking like a classic Bible verse sampler or something like that and sticking it in there. But I am finding that a lot of the samplers are too English, British, white. Like, I don't enjoy them. Like, they're just the garden, the cottage garden, the very nice cotton, like the roses border. That's not my jam. So I'm probably gonna, and I feel like just having the quote is too plain. So I've been kind of contemplating that and waiting for inspiration to strike me on that one. We'll see. And then I kind of got into a little bit of knitting, so I'll just leave that to the side for now. So I did more on the Mermaid, which is from Medusa Dollmaker. The artist is Medusa Dollmaker, and the producer of the kit is Gecko Rouge. And I did not bring a picture with me this time. Look at the last video. So this is where I am now. I moved the Q-snap. I used to be over here. Now I'm just focusing on the side coming across. Yeah, it was far more interesting to me. So I use Pattern Keeper. So if you really wanted to know how much I did, well, the last number I recorded was 13,000, which was 7%. And I now have 24,000 stitches, which is 13.25 stitches. So that's that one. So you can clearly see I did more of the plant. I think it was only this part last time. Like pretty much all of that, all of what's under my hand is new. So I need to stop going up here and just need to start filling up this way and go across. But like this yellow gold is the filigree that's on the edge of the picture, so I'm reaching the sides of the pattern. So that's that one. It's so pretty, and I just felt a magnet come off. Let me reattach that magnet. And I did get bored of this one. So I started to work on my Brunette from Jacqueline Kit from Jacqueline. You can love to see it all crumpled up, but practically all of this is new. And this is paper, so I don't know how many stitches I've done, but yeah, from underneath this Q-snap to here, all of this is new from the border. Yeah. That's you. Also, this is a pin from Hot Topic or something like that. It's a webtoon comic. Like you can find it on your phone. It's in Play Store or Apple Store. It's online comics basically, and this is one of the biggest ones on that platform is Lore, L-O-R-E, Lore. It's the Hades and Persephone mythology that's been modernized. It's quite fascinating, and right now they're taking a break. The artist is taking a break, and it's like, come out. But that's her. That's Persephone. I cut off the back with the Dremel, pinned up the back with the Dremel, and attached a magnet with crazy glue. A really powerful magnet. A magnet so powerful that I'm using a bigger version of it on this guy. Like same thing with the plushing. She's one of those magnets, but down here is the magnet that fell off earlier. This is the Shire. It's so powerful that it holds that whole fabric. Like it's a solid piece of fabric. It holds it in place. Like it's thin, like it's only 2 layers here, but it's powerful. Like sometimes when you think it's only 2 layers of fabric and you put the magnet over, and the pressure of other fabric around the Q-snap pushes it open. It's not strong enough of a magnet. This is pretty strong. I enjoy the magnet. can't wait to be done with the brunette. Like, all this is the border. Some of these I need to, like, I'm keeping all of these for the back stitching just in case, right? But when that's done, all of these will join my stash, and I can stop making thread drops. These are all my thread drops I've been making. Like when I had to make the Mermaid's thread drops, I brought it out here because some people might have questions about it. So these are the thread drops for the Mermaid. And I try not to run my fingers through it too much, because I've noticed with this one, the thread drops, they do get a little fuzzy, but that's after running my fingers through them for 3 months. So I'm trying not to run my fingers through these ones. But these are my thread drops. I have a hole puncher, so I have a hole puncher to create this shape, and another hole puncher to do this, and a regular hole puncher to do this. And as you can see on top, like, I have the number and my lovely drawing skills to write the symbol, because Gecko Rouge doesn't give us DMC numbers to protect the art. So those lovely thread drops. And this is one, which you can clearly see with a different color. 1 to, I think it's 30. Yeah, 30. 1 to 30. So because it's 96 colors. So each thread drop, 1 to 30, 1 to 31 to 50, 60, and then 61 to 96. And they're different colors. And of course, with working on this for so often, I go, okay, I need the purple thread drops because that's 1 to whatever. And yeah. The reason why I want this done quicker is that for these thread drops to come up, to be back into my stash, is because I bought the DMC floss list for tiny masterpieces like I was talking about in the last video. They're still in the Skeins, and it still has the DMC on it, but I have no more pre-made thread drops. And I'm feeling too lazy because I'm moving in about a week. So yeah, so I've been bouncing back and forth between those two projects, with eyeing up the 100 owls from Owl Forest Embroidery. I'll figure out the topic for that. What else? What else stitching wise? There's nothing else stitching wise. I've already told you what I'm doing. I've told you a bit of the haul. Wait. Yes. This is fabric from Fabricland. And this is for the Sea of Thieves sampler that I created from the Get Crackin' from Ink Circles. And this is the fabric that's going to go on the back of it. Very Sea of Thieves, I hope. I'll have to cut it specifically to see if I can just get the South Americans, because that's where the pirates are. We'll see. And the rope, I just need a dowel to hang it on. But first I need to iron the piece, get the batting. I bought the batting. The batting's over there. And then sew this on, which is challenging. Never done that before, so we'll see. But that's all. That's all I got for stitching. Let's talk about knitting now. So I got my groove on because, of course, I'm looking at my yarn stash because I'm moving. So I've been cleaning it out and figuring out what to do with it. I came across a really big skein of, it's like super bulky, from, let me see here, ilex.every.day studio yarn. It's spelled I-L-E-X, every day. It's alpaca. It was 80 yards in it. And it's very gray and fuzzy and warm and cozy. And went on Ravelry and found a pattern called Rasta Cowlette. Where that is, I didn't write down the author. Whoops. I'll put it up here. And I made Rasta Cowlette, which covers the neck, and I have this left over. So it's probably almost enough to make another one if I wanted to. But I don't have a weight scale to see how much this weighs. So it's just been sitting on my desk. He's staring at me, saying, "So do something with me." That's up. And then I had a for sale skein of this. It is Quince & Co., the company, and their weight is called Osprey. It's pretty, what is it, bulky or worsted? I can't remember. But go onto their website, it's under Osprey, and it is this very deep forest green. It's coming up a little bit lighter here, but it's a deep forest green. And the color itself is called Cypress. And I made a hat out of it, thinking I was going to use all of this. And oh, there was 2 skeins of this. That's why. Because it's really hard to make a hat out of 1 skein of this bulky of yarn. So I used 2, and this is the leftover. The pattern I used was Moorland drop designs. So it's drop designs, the Moorland hat. It's a free design. That's why I used it. I was like, give it to me and I'll make one real quick. The only modifications I made to the pattern was because I knitted in the back leg instead of the front leg, and it created a more squishy and more elasticy of a fabric of a hat. And I wish I took pictures and I could put it in here, but that's beyond my technical skills, and I didn't think that far ahead of taking a picture. Whoops. And I put a skunk pom-pom on the hat. The skunk pom-pom came from Red Fox Fibers. Yeah, Red Fox Fibers. The owner's spouse was a trapper or something like that. Anyways, but now Red Fox Fibers is now Yarnery, Yarnery, which is up in the North Rocky Mountain House here in Alberta. Look them up. Awesome. They're really good dyer. What else did I start next? I had a, what is it? I had a kit. No, yeah. I had the Day Lily Faye kit from Lily and Pine. And I only, you know what? Let me grab them all. I only have 2 with the project, so I'm gonna go grab them all. Hold up. Okay. So here in Calgary, there's a fiber shingding, shigdig, whichever way you say. I say shingding because it's a celebration. Anyways, I bought at that event Lily and Pine Fibre Arts was there, and they were selling a kit of their, what is it? Daylily? It's fingering. It's a kit. And I don't know, I don't have all the names for them, but it's the teal kit. I had these. And trying to think of making a shawl, like a fade shawl specifically with these. And could not really find one, but I found one, but it required 3 more of these. I'll do it. I got a gift card from Christmas to Stash Lounge here in Calgary. Why not? Why not? And you can see when I got my ball winder. It's like between this project and this project, I got a ball winder. So I had the teal. I Instagram DM'd Lily and Pine design the dyer and asked them what is a good fade to go with these. And she said, for this pattern, and she said, try purple. Well, she gave me purple and gold. Another color? But yeah, purple and gold to go with that blue. Yeah, purple. I'll go with purple. And I bought these to do the pattern What the Fade. You can see why I like that. Punny, so punny. It's called What the Fade Shawl from Andrea Mowry. Mowry. It's more likely Mowry. And this is where I am so far. Let's see. You can see the fade going on. So I am almost reaching section 3 of the whole thing. So it's right now it's all brioche. A very specific stitch. It's making it really cozy. Real cozy. So I started the dark blue on this side. And this is the middle. And now I'm starting the very light blue here. And then if you flip it on the other side, it's the purple. Light purple, medium purple, and the dark purple. So right now that's where it is. And of course I don't have a long enough wire cable for this to really show it off. Because I want to scoop at the end. Yeah. And that's where it is right now. Yeah, no, not gonna work. So that's where it reaching section 3. So I just need to do this section, the medium purple. I need to repeat that for the dark purple, and then I'm finished. And I think I moved to a garter stitch, which will be faster because with brioche you're going across once. With blue is the primary, then you go to cross again with the purple in the background. So it's like I'm doing 2 rows each time. And that's my current project, fascination. Fascination. Not vaccination. Fascination. And then and the reason why I started to do this cowl because I was getting frustrated with my lovely not purple. So this is the Embody Cardigan from this lady, because I said it wrong last time. Jessica May and Jacqueline are friends, and that's why I get them mixed up. So this is the actual designer. So this is the actual magazine. Like look at that. I want that vest. I could have done the vest here with this, but I had too much yarn to get. Like, what else? There's the top. And this is for the cardigan that really got my attention. Like, ooh, so good. So good. Anyways. I did one sleeve. I made modifications to it. I don't know where it went. So I ripped it out, and then I just did what the pattern asked me. Like, the size I chose and so forth. And now I have 2 sleeves. 2 sleeves. They're slightly big, which is fine. And I ended it at a half sleeve because I found with some sweaters, I just roll them up because I sometimes can't handle having stuff like this. I always pull up my sweaters like this. So that's where I am right now with this. 2 sleeves. I just need to do the button band. And I looked at it at 11 o'clock at night. Went, no, couldn't understand the instructions. So I put it away, and I haven't looked at it since. Eventually, I'll get to it, the button band. That's that. And then in the process of all my moving, I've dug out more of my bags of projects. And this is where last video I was talking about this cardigan, the Lottie cardigan that I need to work on. I found it. I'll grab it. Shoved in this small little bag. And I'm scared to open it up because I have these needles. And I have these needles in it. It's like, and this is the Lil Red Kettlehead. It's Espresso. It's a really dark brown. Like this one is more purple. This is definitely brown. It's like looking at them, it's like they're pretty much. Where am I in this? And I have a loose cable with no needle on it. And there's the 2 loose heads. I must be on a sleeve in this because I see the needles being used here for a sleeve. Can you see that? Yeah. One sleeve. Is the other sleeve done? I don't think it is. No, it's not. I'll tuck you back in. And eventually I will get to you. What size is this? 3.25. I just bought new ones because for this project because I couldn't find mine. Eventually. So that's done. I'll look at that eventually. That's it. That's all of it. That's all my projects. That's all my notes say. That's all the notes I have. That's all I can. So hopefully today is Sunday, February 13th. Happy Valentine's Day or happy Galentine's Day if you celebrate it. Or if not, you don't celebrate it, get the free chocolate. This is 13th. This video will probably come out 3 weeks later. It takes that long to do the captions. So tell me if you like the captions or not. Because it could mean things faster. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, my name is, God, I'm talking softly.